Well, there is a huge Amrabat to United transfer hinge, you can call it frustration. But apart from that, there is what we call another team that's going to hate to show interest in signing Sofyan Amrabat. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Harry Maguire, looks like there is no movement in his transfer to obviously leave Manchester United, and it looks like Samuel Lucas has got hit from the club, and this has gone ahead to force Manchester United to send a message to Bayern Munich and the entourage of Pavard that they are no longer going to go on and sign him. So let's see close to 300 likes much in this video. Don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 16,000 subscribers before the end of this month. With 9 days left to end this month, hope you guys are really in good moods. Now let's start it off. Let's start it off with this Sofyan Amrabat. Now, Sofyan Amrabat remains on Manchester United list, but is appreciated by Atletico Madrid. He has a very good chance of leaving Fiorentina before the end of this transfer window. You know why? This guy has a very huge chance to leave Fiorentina. It's all about his contract running down next summer, and Fiorentina will lose him out on a free. So Fabrizio Romano has confirmed to us that he remains onto the Manchester United list. When I brought you the contradictory story that was put out by Samuel Lucas, insinuating that this guy, Sofyan Amrabat, is not one of those that United need, because if at all they needed him, he would have gone ahead to obviously arrive at Manchester United. And you look at Samuel Lucas and you ask him, do you know how long United do you know how long United takes to do these transfers? You know, it's on record that United takes close to 3 weeks to do a single transfer, all a month. For Andre Onana, it took close to 6 weeks for that deal to happen. And for Sofyan Amrabat, I think we signed Rasmus Højlund on the 6th, right, of August, and today is the 23rd, meaning that 17 days in this transfer window, and I won't be shocked if at all this movement obviously happens next week. But Fabrice has hinted about Atletico Madrid coming into the mix. Where I stand is that United is not off the Sofyan Amrabat deal. They are in for it. They are hungry to get the player in. They are not going to obviously let him go anywhere, because he is the particular quality of talent that Ten Hag needs into that midfield. Now, after that, let's get into this big story coming in from Core Sports, and it has been reported by Sports Witness. They've told us that Fiorentina are becoming frustrated with Manchester United's antics surrounding Sofyan Amrabat. That must bid in the next 48 to 72 hours, all Amrabat may have to stay at Fiorentina. Now, this deadline of days doesn't make sense. That is it. It doesn't make sense. Do you know why? Fiorentina are not in the position of strength into this transfer. The player is now left with like 10 months on his contract. Fiorentina cannot keep him this summer. Let no one lie to you. They're going to sell this player. And me, what made me strong was when United went ahead and obviously put in a bid. Sofyan Amrabat went ahead to reject bids coming in from Liverpool, because Liverpool wanted Sofyan Amrabat way back. They had even agreed personal terms, but the United sort of disappointed him. So what happened was they came back last week before they signed Endo, the captain of Japan, and the bid was rejected by Sofyan Amrabat. He told them, I'm only focused onto Manchester United, and I really understand what we are all about. Now, talking about the frustration that Fiorentina became frustrated with United's antics around Sofyan Amrabat, I really understand, but United want to do the best thing, not to fall victims of the financial fair play rule. But for Sofyan Amrabat, I really doubt that it's all about the money. It's the board trying to see that the manager uses what he has to achieve. That is it. But the money is there. I reiterate my words on the budget. The budget that United had to buy players was 170 million pounds. Onana 50, Mason Mount 60, that is 110 million pounds, right? Then Rasmus Højlund 72, but just 60 million pounds of guaranteed fees. So that means we had a balance for like 10 million pounds onto that budget. We went ahead to sell Fred, and for Fred we sold him for 13 million pounds. Add on the remaining 10, that means we're having close to 24 million pounds. That's the bid, guaranteed fees, that United need to pay for Sofyan Amrabat. I think United are just buying their time. They are just buying their time, and they just want to make one more transfer after the Bayern deal, because Bayern is just 5 million euros. That's a very little transfer, but United want to do another transfer in the final weeks of the transfer window. That's why you see that Amrabat is really strong and he's keeping his stance. It's not Amrabat that is frustrated, it's Fiorentina who are really frustrated that very many clubs have gone ahead to approach them for Sofyan Amrabat, and Amrabat have told them, I'm waiting for Manchester United. That is it. So Amrabat has shown all the due allegiance to Manchester United, and United, I think, are going to go for this player. That is it. They are going to go for him. Amid the likes of Gravenberch coming in, Toronto being in the mix, but I believe we might even get two in, because the injury of Mason Mount obviously calls in for Manchester United to go in for two central midfielders. We are going in for one, and another one gets injured, meaning that we need to get in two. So that is it, coming in for Fiorentina, as the United Antics have gone ahead to obviously threaten and frustrate Fiorentina on the deal of Sofyan Amrabat. Now, after Sofyan Amrabat, we go to one of the stories that had excited us, and obviously after the player rejected it, we really sat our asses down. Now, Samuel Lucas, chief Man United writer for the Manchester Evening News, has told us the following: that Manchester United do not anticipate any movement on Harry Maguire after a £30 million move to West Ham collapsed. Maguire rejected United's offer of a £6 million payoff and is considered to have wanted around double that. I told you Harry Maguire was calling in for £15 million, and he wanted United first pay him £7 million, and the other ones should be paid in installments. And this is where you ask yourself, are we a competent team? If we are a competent team, why don't we dislodge Maguire off? Let's dislodge the guy off. If he wants that money, let's sell West Ham, get us £20 million, and the £10 million, we're not going to have to top it to 30. You should pay it to Maguire in his salaries and pay him his amount of money of £200,000 per week. Go ahead and do that, But we are acting like a small club that a player like Harry Maguire can easily come in through and obviously set the tune, Yet he who doesn't have the piper cannot set the tune, and Maguire shouldn't set the tune on us to move on. I rather sell Harry Maguire for £20 million, right? Then I get that £20 million. I bring in Sofyan Amrabat. Sofyan Amrabat comes in the midfield, and we've seen Casemiro being played in the central defense. He can act as another central defender for the team, and good enough, even John Evans is here. It's always better to first get off players that are not going to be part of your season, because a player like that will cost the team that is £10 million of salary per season. So if you move him out, bring in Sofyan Amrabat, and then Casemiro can sometimes be played as a central defender, that will act well for the club of Manchester United. So to me, I would sell Harry Maguire for £20 million and tell West Ham £10 million. That would have gone ahead to make 30 is really one of the hugest that you should do. So, according to me, it's United betraying Erik ten Hag. If Ten Hag has told them, I don't want Harry Maguire, they should find all means of really getting this pan off the field of play. That is it, coming in from Samuel Lucas, but no Harry Maguire movement is expected. But I anticipate that something is going to be worked out by Manchester United. Or else they can even loan him because Ten Hag doesn't need this player. And I doubt whether he really has an injury because Ten Hag told us the reason that's why he missed out onto making to the match squad that played against Spurs. It's because of his injuries really having it. The fact is, he's having no injury. Now, this has led to United sending a message to Benjamin Pavard that they are no longer in the race to sign him. Fabrizio Romano, via the court offside, has gone ahead to confirm to us that in the last 48 hours, Manchester United have told the agents of Benjamin Pavard that they are no longer in the race and the player can join Inter Milan because they are not negotiating with any club for Maguire. And they expect him to stay. So, this is obviously going in line with what Samuel Lucas has gone ahead to confirm to us that we anticipate no Harry Maguire movement. And that's why United have gone ahead to obviously get this message to the agents of Pavard that Harry Maguire is not really expected to move. Remember, United went in for Pavard after they had agreed a deal of £30 million with West Ham. And they thought they could go ahead and give that money to get in Benjamin Pavard. But now, with Harry Maguire rejecting and staying at Manchester United, obviously that shows you that there is not going to be some huge movement that's going to happen at the club of Manchester United. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But the United antics on Sofyan Amrabat transfer window have frustrated Fiorentina. And as it stands, they are really wanting this player to leave such that they get in that money and obviously maybe get in the replacement or balance up their books. So that's what we had for you here onto the United Matters channel concerning Sofyan Amrabat and United. The transfer frustration is on. Amrabat is not frustrated. Who is frustrated? It's Fiorentina because of the antics that United are really using. But I would love to see Sofyan Amrabat at Man United, and he's one of those signings that I believe we are going to get in as soon as possible. Most people think we are done, but we are not yet done because even the Bandier transfer of the goalkeeper was not anticipated for. But yesterday it was broken by David Austin and some credible journalist coming in from Turkey, and very soon he might be unveiled as a Manchester United player. So, your thoughts onto Sofyan Amrabat transfer frustration to United are welcome in the comment section below. Then tell us your thoughts about Harry Maguire. If there is no movement for Harry Maguire to Manchester United, what will Erik ten Hag do? Because it looks like the board has gone ahead to obviously betray him again, having told them, I don't want Harry Maguire here at the club of Manchester United, and they've gone ahead to obviously fail to obviously dislodge him from the club of Manchester United. And what do you make about United pulling out of Pavard's transfer race? And they've gone ahead to tell his entourage the player is free to sign for Inter Milan. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And may the living true God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. And this is the United Matters channel. And lastly, for the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu fikum. May the living true God protect. May Allah protect you abundantly. See you later. Peace out.